Okay. The book described human behavior as a pattern of moves and counter moves. So we have a full stop here. Absolutely, that's wrong, right? Because from here onwards, that is incomplete. Just before it is complete, a
Yes,
full
sir.
stop or period should not be used in between two complete ideas. Cool. And next, how about the B? So B is, making us to get because removed. There is no because here, right? Have you got my point, buddy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you replace underline portion with simply counter moves and comma, there won't be because at all. Correct? So counter moves means we have moves, and here after counter moves we are gonna get the goal
Yes, sir.
in the question, right? So
Yes, sir.
till counter moves it is complete idea. If you remove because, from here to here it is going to be again a complete idea. If you remove
Yes,
because,
sir.
what happened to it? So the dependent class that was, removed with because, if it gets the because removed, it's no more dependent, it's going to be independent. Please observe, the goal of such behavior is the greatest individual benefit. It's a class, it's an independent. So if you go with B, you're gonna get two complete ideas, but the wrong punctuation used comma in between. Can we use comma in between two complete ideas? Jatin.
Yes, sir.
So have you understood the option B?
Yes, sir.
Option B is making us not to use because again.
Yes,
If
sir.
there is no because, we are gonna get two complete ideas.
Okay.
But if there are two complete ideas, comma is wrong.
Yes, sir.
Using comma in between two complete ideas is wrong. B is also wrong. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now check it. Till counter moves, it is complete idea. If you go with because, it is incomplete idea. Can we use semicolon between complete and incomplete idea?
Yes, sir.
Semicolon between complete and incomplete idea? No. Semicolon is for to, please buddy, you must remember this snap. You won't score at all if you won't remember this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So semicolon should be used to complete ideas only. But we got till counter moves, it is complete. From because it is incomplete. So again, this is wrong. So D is the answer. How it is the correct answer? Okay. Again, the D is void of because. Right? There is no because here,
Yes, sir.
which means you are going to remove because, you are going to use colon here and then the next. So which makes complete and complete idea, both complete ideas in between a colon. Colon can be used between two complete ideas. Correct?
Yes, sir.
You can see answer choice D is making two complete ideas, making the question to turn into two complete ideas. So colon can be used between two complete ideas. D is the right option. It is bit tricky question, isn't that right? Isn't it a tricky?
Yes, sir. It is.
You can easily get confused. So option B is, something students tempt, but they should be able to detect. The option B is devoid of because. There
Yes,
is
sir.
no because in the option. So you have to remove because here and check. After removing because, the next sentence is also a complete idea. Comma is wrong. That's how you should be able to see. So there is because, but we got a semicolon here. Till counter means that is complete. From because that is incomplete. We should not use semicolon between complete and incomplete. That's also wrong. Finally, this is the answer. How it is correct? Again, the answer choice D, devoid of because. Until counter means that is complete. If you remove because, that's also again complete. It's again starts from the goal, right?
Yes, sir.
Between two complete ideas, you can use colon. So D is the answer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The origin of modern game theory can be tracked back to the Hungarian American mathematician John V. Neumann. he wrote. Okay, the problem with he wrote the book Theory of Games and Economic Behavior. So please observe there is a comma here. So which means, so till here it is complete idea. And again till here, if you consider this portion, this is also complete idea. Between two complete ideas, the comma was used. So can we change the comma here?
Yes, sir.
How can you change the comma? Comma is not part of underline portion. You can't change the comma.
Okay.
Which means you have to change this complete idea. You have to convert this complete idea into incomplete. Then that justifies the usage of comma. Got my point? Buddy.
Yes, sir.
So he wrote the book. This is also complete idea, but the comma was used. You can't change comma. So this complete idea should be, whatever the underline portion should be changed to something which makes the related sentence incomplete. Tell me which option is making the second portion of the question incomplete.
He wrote the book.
Who wrote?
Who wrote?
Who wrote
Yes,
can
sir.
make the related second portion incomplete.
Yes, sir.
Whose writing of is redundant. If you go with he was writing, it's also complete only. If you go with he was. If
Yes.
you use who wrote instead of he, if you use who wrote the book Theory of Games and Economic Behavior, that makes incomplete. Okay, if you use who wrote, that makes the related portion, part incomplete, then usage of comma is going to be supported.
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is also new kind of question you should remember. Game theory is the study of modern decision making. It examines how people's decisions are influenced by factors such as conflict, cooperation, loss, and gain. Okay, which option is correct?
No chance. No change. No change.
No change. So we have a semicolon. Game theory is the study of modern decision making. Okay, it examines how people's decisions. Okay, you have got complete idea and complete idea. You can use semicolon between them. It's cool, but please try to find out the concise one. Why can't you go with D? More concise,
Yes,
right,
sir.
buddy?
Yes, sir.
Giving them necessary sense and concise. So D is the answer.
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
So game theory is the study of modern decision making to examine how people's decisions are influenced. Is it clear, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Although A is correct, the concise is D, giving the fullest, giving the sense to the fullest and in the less word count. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Before we move on to the modifiers questions, we have to do some other questions from other handout. I have already shared modifiers handout with you. Let me teach you a couple of questions and then you have to finish the rest of the questions from this handout, and then we will get back to this SAT material. Okay. Can you see this? Have you got the modifier PDF again? Please open this modifier.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
PDF of modifiers. So let me teach you this. Read this question, buddy. Aloud.
Okay, sir. Eaten in the Mediterranean countries, Northern Europeans viewed the tomato with suspicion, for they assumed it had poisonous properties because of its relationship to deadly nightshade.
Okay. So please observe there might be some sentences beginning with a phrase. Why am I saying this is a phrase? Phrase is a group of words. It doesn't contain subject plus verb. Okay? It's just a phrase. Am I right,
Yes,
buddy?
sir. Yes, sir.
Right? Can you see this until the comma? Can you see any subject plus verb in it? Can you see any subject plus verb form in it, in this?
No, sir. No, sir.
No. So it's a phrase. It's always incomplete. Whenever you come, it actually going to modify what it is followed by. So please observe it. Eaten in Mediterranean countries, this phrase must be followed by what was eaten exactly. Is it clear, buddy? Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Buddy, so whenever there is a sentence started, begin has begun with a phrase like this, it must be immediately followed by what it is modifying. Okay, what it is actually exactly talking about. That must follow this phrase. Have you got my point? So from
Yes,
this
sir.
from this question, what was actually eaten? Northern Europeans. Northern Europeans were eaten by something.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Northern Europeans were eaten by something. It's meaningless, right, buddy? Tomato was eaten. Tomato was eaten.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. So eaten in the Mediterranean countries. Immediately after that, there must be tomato, because tomato was actually the one which was eaten.
Yes,
Have you
sir.
got my point?
Yes, sir.
So this is generally we will consider this phrase as a modifier. This modifier must be followed by what it is actually modifying.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you come across any phrase in the beginning of the sentence, in next, immediately next you should write what it is actually talking about. What the firstly written phrase is talking about. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the eaten in Mediterranean countries is actually talking about the tomato. So that tomato must immediately follow this phrase. Okay. So out of the answer choices, so we got underline portion from here. So in the first option, it is same Northern European. So eliminate this. Second option also started with Northern Europeans. I can eliminate this, right? Instead of Northern Europeans, I need tomato is there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I got tomato, following the phrase eaten in Mediterranean countries. Now check each of the options. Tomato was viewed with suspicion by Northern Europeans. Yes, it is making sense. Who also representing Europeans. Okay, who
Yes,
assumed.
sir.
And then in next I can continue with what is there immediately after underline portion. Who assumed it had poisonous properties because its relationship to deadly nightshade. Let's see. The tomato was suspicious to Northern European there, and it was okay. Till here it is okay. Tomato was suspicious to Northern
Yes,
European.
sir.
The problem with and it was poisonous properties. It was poisonous. Okay. And it was okay. And it was poisonous. Sorry. And it was assumed. And it was assumed it had poisonous. This is what this is what it goes like, right, buddy? Jatin, Jatin, are you there? Jatin, 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 are you there? So in case of option D, you're gonna get additional phrases like and it was assumed, it had, so it is unnecessary elongation. We don't need this. And then we got tomato. Tomato was viewed with suspicion by Northern European, it being, the problem with it being. The right option is C. Okay. Buddy, Jatin.